All right, so there's been this growing conversation around how OnePlus now sucks as a company. And this conversation started off years ago, a smaller conversation then, but it's grown to the point where now I see it everywhere. I see it on Reddit, I see it in videos that are not even about OnePlus. Like the commentary around this has grown quite a bit. And recently, because there's the public announcement of how Oppo was merging with OnePlus, it's just gotten even more people riled up. And I wanted to chime in on this. So I feel like OnePlus has done a few things that to the public's eye, they can be criticized for. So number one, and it's the biggest one, is pricing. Over the years, they've started off, selling $300, $400 enthusiast level smartphones, and now they're selling $1,000 enthusiast level smartphones, right? It's a big difference in price, and it's just gotten people jazzed up. Now, the second thing people have been concerned about is their software. So when OnePlus first hit the market years ago, that's what they were known for. Really good software. Not just CyanogenMod or OxygenOS, but the updates, right? They had frequent updates that were trying to tweak and adjust the product so that the user experience was better. That's not the way it is anymore, right? We have 2-year-old phones that have had bugs since the beginning. It's the weirdest thing, but their software updates have definitely slid both in frequency and in motivation from the company to try to adjust things as they've popped up. Now, the third thing is a kind of general statement about the company. Because they used to be so focused on the smartphone for the enthusiast, and now they seem to be focused on not that, right? They have a huge spread of phones. They have $250 smartphones being sold at carriers for people that are not crazy into tech. It's a shift in the company that I think people perceive as, they don't care about the user base anymore. They don't care about their fans anymore. And then the fourth one, it's their marketing. They've had overly aggressive marketing from the beginning. And maybe it's just the OnePlus way or the kind of BBK way, but it's, right from the beginning, never settle, flagship killer, the OnePlus and Hasselblad partnership. They promise a lot. And when you promise so much, it's really easy to disappoint people. If you underdeliver, it just feels weird for the enthusiast who trusts your brand, who is supportive of your brand, and maybe bought into the marketing a little bit. It's very easy for them to feel let down when you underdeliver. But the thing you have to keep in mind is that OnePlus is a company, and they've had one goal from the beginning. It's to be a business and to make money. That's 2 goals. But you get the point. And if the path to that is through having a diverse portfolio of phones, right? To have cheap phones, mid-range stuff, expensive stuff, then that's the correct way to do it, right? If that makes more money, that's a better business decision. If the removal of a headphone jack makes them more money, that is undoubtedly the correct business decision. So this whole idea of making these cheap flagship killer phones and then selling them to enthusiasts, that's not a business model. That's a terrible way to make money. That's not even a business model. That's a marketing tool, right? You do this gimmick, get your foot in the door, make a name for yourself, and then hopefully build off that. So the problem was people bought into that marketing. People bought into the idea that OnePlus cared about enthusiasts, that they never settle, and that they're trying to cater their products to the tech enthusiast. No, man, that's just marketing nonsense. And if you believe it, you get sucked into it, and that's when you feel salty when stuff like this happens. When companies grow into what they were destined to be, what they wanted to be right from the beginning. Now, for me, the reason why I've always been drawn to OnePlus phones was because of OxygenOS. I've really liked the Android skin right from the beginning. It's super clean, super fast, and it's a wonderful operating system. But because of the Oppo OnePlus merger, there's a very real possibility that OxygenOS gets removed sometime in the future. Now, Pete Lau's gone on the record saying, okay, OxygenOS is going to be on these OnePlus phones, but who knows? Considering the track record of the parties involved, I don't feel like OxygenOS is going to last for much longer. My guess is 2 years. 2 years' time, OxygenOS gets replaced with ColorOS or whatever they have in the future. But I don't think it lasts forever. But I'm going to go back to the original question. Does OnePlus suck? Not that was the question, but this is something I want to answer. I think a lot of people are saying OnePlus sucks now, right? It's no longer a good company. Don't buy from them. I think, despite all the stuff I've complained about OnePlus in this video, I think that they still make fantastic phones. I think their marketing sucks. I think their pricing has crept up aggressively over the years. But I don't think that you can fault a company for being what they wanted to be a company and to make money. Because this, like the path that they're on right now, is a great way for them to make money. And considering how short of a period of time it took them to get here. Like if you think about it, 6, 7 years ago, they had one phone. That's it, right? OnePlus One. That's it. And 7 years later, they're making a slew of phones every year with a whole bunch of stuff going on. I think, right, this is a regular smartphone company with smartwatches and wireless earbuds and even TVs. They are so different from what they used to be that the question of does OnePlus suck now doesn't even matter, because if they can make a good phone, that's a good phone. And that's really the only thing that should matter. How good is that phone when you're looking at it? Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it. See you guys next time.